Welcome to our culinary journey through the Netherlands. You think this is all windmills and tulips? Get ready to expand your tiny minds and minuscule palates. Today, we're exploring the top 15 must-try Dutch cuisines that you simply can't miss. We'll break down each dish, give you the history, the flavors, and tell you where to find the best. Right, you call these things cookies, do you? Well, let me tell you, these aren't just any cookies. These are stroopwafels, a Dutch delicacy that will blow your mind. Let me tell you, these are in a league of their own. Picture this, a thin, crispy waffle, perfectly caramelized, with a layer of gooey syrup sandwiched in between. Imagine two thin waffles, crispy and caramelly, sandwiched together with a gooey, melt-in-your-mouth syrup. The syrup is made from a blend of brown sugar, butter, and cinnamon, creating a flavor that's both rich and comforting. That's a stroopwafel, and it's about as close to heaven as you can get without kicking the bucket. The moment you take a bite, the syrup oozes out, and the combination of textures and flavors is simply divine. You'll find these bad boys all over the Netherlands, from street vendors to fancy cafes. They're a staple in Dutch culture, enjoyed by locals and tourists alike. Don't even think about leaving the country without trying one. Trust me, once you've had a stroopwafel, you'll never look at cookies the same way again. So, next time you're in the Netherlands, make sure to grab one of these delightful treats. You won't regret it. Listen up, you bunch of lily-livered eaters. Haring or raw herring is a Dutch institution. Yeah, you heard me right, raw. We're talking fresh, silvery herring, chopped up and served with onions and sometimes pickles. The herring is cured in a special way that gives it a unique, slightly salty and surprisingly delicate flavor. The onions add a bit of bite, and the pickles, well, they cut through the richness. Poffertjes, my friends, are like mini pancakes, but they pack a punch of flavor that's hard to beat. Originating from the Netherlands, these delightful treats have been winning hearts for generations. Imagine a pancake, but 1,000 times better. That's what poffertjes are. They're not just food, they're an experience. These fluffy little bites of joy are made with yeast batter, which gives them a unique texture and flavor. The batter is mixed to perfection, ensuring each poffertje is light and airy. They're cooked in a special pan with shallow, rounded indentations, which helps them achieve their iconic shape and texture. This method gives them a slightly crispy exterior that contrasts beautifully with their soft, airy interior. When you bite into one, you get a delightful crunch, followed by a melt-in-your-mouth softness. They're traditionally served with powdered sugar and a generous dollop of butter, which melts into the warm poffertjes, adding an extra layer of indulgence. But don't be afraid to get creative. You can top them with fresh fruits, whipped cream, or even a drizzle of chocolate sauce. These are the perfect treat any time of day, whether you're enjoying them with family and friends or savoring a quiet moment alone. Whether you're after a quick snack or a full-blown dessert, poffertjes are sure to satisfy your cravings and leave you wanting more. Forget your peanuts and crisps. These are the bar snacks you've been waiting for. Bitterballen are little balls of deep-fried, meaty deliciousness. They're crispy on the outside, creamy on the inside, and packed full of flavor. Dip them in mustard for an extra kick and wash them down with a cold beer. You can thank me later. This, my friends, is not your average bowl of soup. This is Eten soup, a hearty, stick-to-your-ribs pea soup that's practically a meal in itself. It's made with split peas, pork, smoked sausage, and a whole bunch of vegetables, all simmered together until it's thick enough to stand a spoon in. Just what you need on a cold Dutch day. Chips? Fries? Forget everything you think you know. This, my friends, is patat. These aren't your skinny, soggy excuses for fries. We're talking about thick-cut, golden brown beauties, fried to crispy perfection and seasoned to perfection. And the Dutch take their sauces seriously, so don't be afraid to experiment. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Listen up, cheese lovers, because the Netherlands is a cheese paradise. From Gouda to Edam, from creamy to tangy, the variety is simply astounding. Imagine walking through a bustling market, the air filled with the rich aroma of aged cheese and the vibrant colors of cheese wheels stacked high. There's a cheese here for everyone. Whether you prefer the mild and creamy texture of young Gouda or the sharp, tangy bite of aged Edam, Dutch cheese has something to offer every palate. Head to a cheese market for a true taste of Dutch tradition. These markets are not just places to buy cheese. They are cultural experiences where you can witness the age-old practices of cheese making and trading. You'll find stall after stall piled high with wheels of cheese, each one more tempting than the last. The vendors are passionate about their products and are always eager to share their knowledge and offer samples. And you can sample to your heart's content. Taste the creamy, the crumbly, the sharp, and the mild. Each bite is a new adventure in flavor. And while you're at it, why not pick up a hunk to take home? Many markets offer vacuum-sealed packaging to keep your cheese fresh for the journey. It's the perfect souvenir for any cheese lover. Not only will you have a delicious treat to enjoy later, but you'll also have a piece of Dutch culture to share with friends and family. Think donuts, but a million times better. Oliebollen are deep-fried dough balls, traditionally enjoyed during the holiday season. They're crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and often filled with raisins or currants. A dusting of powdered sugar adds the perfect touch of sweetness. You won't be disappointed. Forget your burgers and your greasy fried chicken. This, my friends, is the Dutch answer to fast food. Gerechten are little cylinders of deep-fried goodness, filled with a creamy ragout, usually made with beef or veal. They're crispy on the outside, gooey on the inside, and utterly addictive. You'll find them everywhere in the Netherlands, from vending machines to fancy restaurants. Just be careful, they're piping hot. Rijsttafel, meaning rice table in Dutch, is an elaborate Indonesian-inspired feast that'll blow your mind. It's a spread of small dishes, all served with a big bowl of rice. This is a culinary adventure you won't want to miss. Listen up. You don't need fancy ingredients or Michelin stars to make a bloody good meal. Hutspot is proof of that. It's a traditional Dutch dish made with mashed potatoes, carrots, and onions, all mashed together with a generous knob of butter. This is proper comfort food, the kind your grandmother used to make. Forget your pumpkin spice lattes. This is the real deal. Speculas are thin, crispy cookies, flavored with a blend of warming spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and ginger. They're traditionally baked in wooden molds, giving them intricate designs. Dip them in your coffee, crumble them over ice cream, or just enjoy them on their own. Get ready for a wild ride, because Dutch Drop is not for the faint of heart. These little candies come in all shapes and sizes, and they're flavored with licorice root. Now, before you wrinkle your nose, let me tell you, licorice in the Netherlands is a whole different ballgame. It's strong, it's pungent, it's an acquired taste. But you've got to try it at least once, right? Forget your measly American pancakes, these are the real deal. Dutch pannenkoeken are thin, crepe-like pancakes, cooked in a large pan. They're light, they're airy, and they're the perfect blank canvas for all sorts of toppings. From sweet to savory, the possibilities are endless. The choice is yours. This ain't your grandma's apple pie, although it's just as comforting. Dutch apple pie is a thing of beauty. It's made with a buttery crust, filled with layers of thinly sliced apples, cinnamon, and sometimes raisins or currants. This is the perfect way to end any meal or to enjoy with a cup of coffee on a lazy afternoon. Well, there you have it, you lot. A crash course in the best bloody food the Netherlands has to offer. From Stroopwafels to apple tart, from raw herring to licorice, we've covered it all. Let me know which dishes tickled your fancy and which ones left you wanting more.